Hello, everyone. I'm just a few minutes early today, so I'm going to work on doodling on this little sheet because I'd like to cut them out. I think I want to try to use them. And so I'm just going to work on this until everybody pops in for a few minutes here. I know I'm just a few minutes early, so that's always a good thing. Early is so much better than late. Anyways, I thought I might want these few flowers that are very different colors than what I already had for my collages. And since I didn't expect a lot of people to be here real early, I figured that'd be okay. I do wish chat talked to us so that we knew how to, that when somebody was there, when I'm looking down, I can't see it. But that's okay too. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Diane. Hi, Dana. I hope my computer's not making so much noise it's decided it's gonna flake out on me because it is very noisy today. Hi, Belinda. That was really dumb. I started with the outside ones and not the inside ones, and now I can't lay my hand on it to work on it. So that was really smart of me, wasn't it? Like I said, I'm just kind of finishing this page up doodle wise because I might just want them in my collage. I'm going to work on my canvas boards first today because I want to get them covered with Mod Podge so that if they get dry enough, I can do a second coating because I imagine that on that canvas board I'm going to want at least 2 coats of sealer on it when I'm going to use them for covers. So hi, Joyce. Hi, Julie. Welcome, everybody. I'm just looking up. It's time. Lisa's Texas Lisa said she'd be here in a little while. Alaska Lisa's here. Did you get all recovered, Lisa? They had quite an interesting time while they were here. Oh, they broke the water main again 2 days ago. Left it. It's been bubbling up out of the ground for the last 2 days. I called yesterday. They sent 4 trucks out here. Didn't do a thing. So on Wednesday, I simply could not get out of bed. Yep. Yep. Hi, Julie. Did I say hi already? No, I don't think so. Anyways, it's just making a mud puddle at the end of the street. That's just the way it's working. Excuse me. Julie, they have broken the water now probably 20 times. Let me see. Friday? Must have been Thursday night. Okay, Thursday night, our street made the local news because this road crew has been just ridiculous. Who pays for the water wastage? Yeah, that's it, Julie. Now, we aren't metered until it comes off the street to our house, but they have been wasting water like crazy. What's more important is they keep doing this and they don't send out boil water notices. While Alaska Lisa was here visiting, we did get a boil water notice, but that's the first one we've gotten. And like I said, I would guess that they have broken the water about 20 times. It's been off in the last 6 months. Less than 6 months, I think. I don't know why they didn't fix it Friday, but Thursday, Jeff went to the county commissioner and filed a complaint. They say that we were notified last November that they were going to take out all these trees along our street to put this storm drain in. None of the neighbors got a notification. So it's been an interesting week. Mm-hmm. The road crew should be on the line, but they don't care. We showed the water leakage to the road crew. Oh, I think Monday or Tuesday. Probably Tuesday. Thursday they still hadn't done anything about it. I don't remember. It's gotten to where you can't remember what day something happened because they've made such a mess. So I said hello. Hi, Andrea. Guys, I hope I've said hello to everybody. I've got my glasses on for doing this, and I can't see this chat very well. I'll switch glasses here in a minute. I think 3 of these will be enough to decide if I need them in my project. Okay. Julie, that's not so. I mean, it's the dirt that's in our taps. Hi, Sharon. And the fact that they're not telling us we should boil our water. Hey there, Lisa. Texas Lisa. The water goes off and on. It just seems like constantly. The one time we got a boil water notice was when we were forewarned, but it's getting very old, and they're not even close to a quarter of the way done. So the sand here gets into the water very easily. But our pipes don't sit very deep. You know, we And the part of the problem is we're in an area where all the infrastructure is relatively old, 1950s, 1960s. And so, like, our actual water pipes are supposed to be replaced too, sooner or later. Hi, Barbara. I hope I didn't miss anybody. I'm just gonna cut these 3 out, and then I'm gonna lay out my canvas boards and see what we think of it. See if I need something different. I kind of like that one. That one's kind of cool. Yeah, it's, Julie gets up early to be here. For some reason, I was up really early all last week. I had some early appointments, but most of it was just that I had to get up early. We didn't even have to get Alaska Lisa to the airport all that early. I think we left the house about 7. You like that one? I like that one too. It's got a fun look to it. That was a relaxed flight day. Yeah. Well, Barbara, let me think. Second week in September, I'll be gone for a Sunday because we're going camping just for like 4 days or something like that. But the parks have this funny thing about weekends. You can't come back you can't leave. If you do Friday night, you have to do Saturday night. It's just one of their things. And so we won't be home on Sunday because we'll be driving. So, but that's for just one Sunday. And then Andrea, yes. Hannah and TJ are coming home for Labor Day. Yay! That's awesome, Lisa. Andrea, we're taking fall trip, couple of months. Not as long as normal. Okay, these are 8x8, aren't they? You gonna tell me this thing is not square? It looks square. Did and it didn't. Yeah, they're square. It's Mom who keeps leaving the last. Yeah. Oh, yes, Andrea, a bunch of this came from my class that I took with Shannon Green at Creativeville. The Stacy Spangler taught this class. And this was the class we did while I was at Creativeville with Shannon Green. And Shannon didn't teach it. Shannon was the I want to say instigator, but that's not what she coordinator. She was the class coordinator. Rosemary Morris taught, a couple other people taught, and I took 4 classes. We had a Saturday, Sunday thing. So it was fun. I really enjoyed it. So and the teacher gave us a wooden uh, frame board kind of thing, but I want to use it like a cover for a journal. Fodder, ephemera, call it what you will. We love it all. Yeah. And anyways, I can't remember what I was saying. I stopped to read. But yes, we're going to take a fall trip, and we'll be gone a couple months. And we're both kind of excited about it. Now, I want to do a front and a back. So I haven't decided if I want to put, probably I'm only going to put the borders on the front. Anyways, we I had fun for this class. It was a lot of fun. Where did my new one go? It went down in the bottom, I guess. Oh, there it is. This one. Well, yeah, the other thing is I have to make do with Inktober tangles again. Yeah, we're going to be gone October and November probably. We're not leaving until very late in September, or possibly not until the beginning of October. Okay. But Andrea, we got a new RV, so we have to use it. We just have to use it. Okay. I'm thinking this one's about done. And it's a very comfortable RV. While Alaska Lisa was here, they brought their son with them, so it was easier. Sometimes when it's just like when my sisters came, when Lisa came and when Stephanie came, I just gave them our bed and we went out to the camper because we know where things are. But when Lisa came this time, she had her husband and her son, and so we swapped around and we gave them the camper, and we took the we stayed inside. And So that was, they got to stay in the camper. I think that's it, guys. Lisa might be able to stream on Sundays while I'm gone. Well, that would work. I have to build a ramp in my studio, way for her to get up to where the entrance is going to be. Oh, I think it came out. I like this one. Okay, so, hmm. We have to put it somewhere it won't move. And I think for a change, we're going to do a picture. Just in case, you know. Thanks, guys. I'm liking it too. Now I gotta set it somewhere. Well, because I don't want to start Mod Podging until I have the other one laid out too. So now the one on the back I want to be simpler. That's gonna be the front. Don't fall over. Just behave yourself. The contrasting shape on the borders, yeah. Now on the back one, I think I'm just gonna do a couple of things. I don't think I'm gonna do a whole big display. I think I'm gonna have a big leaf. Amazed you didn't use much red. Well, in all honesty, Julie, what happened with the red was the papers we painted at the class, the red was not really red, and it kind of turned pinky. This was the sheet I had that was kind of red. And we decided after I was working on this here recently that I was going to leave it just like this and turn it itself into a journal cover. So yeah, the borders are really cool. Of course, that's a kind of a Tisha Moore thing too, Barbara. Have you ever looked at Tisha Moore's work? Most of it is older. The work I'm talking about, most of it's older, but it's really awesome. And yeah, it was really kind of, it was a very pinky red. It's kind of like those markers that I used and don't like. I'm kind of looking at this on the screen and trying to decide if it's what I want it to be. I think it needs a little more green. I was not going to put much on here, but it keeps kind of growing. Yes, and her collage work was something that inspired me very early on in my mixed media journey kind of thing. Um, and so the borders are they're kind of reminiscent of that. Okay, guys, I think this is the back. Yeah, I think. Not sure. It's two. There we go. Maybe that's better. It's fold, Julie. She folds that 22-inch by 30-inch piece of watercolor paper into a 16-page journal. That looks like a floral cart. Yeah, it does. I think it needs another green um, leaf right there, though. A small one if I've got one. Yeah, maybe it's this one. Yeah, I like this one better. Yeah, I don't. Oh, this is a little leaf. Yeah, that's better. Um, yeah, I think that's the smallest leaf. I think that's it. Just a minute. I'll show them both to you guys and let you decide what you think. What do you think? Front, back. I think I like it. I think, and probably I will ink the edges black before I finish it. Something to do when I go off playing. Yep. I have to tell you though, Barbara, I was just ordering something today that might make things a little easier to work in the camper. I ordered some electronic stuff. Okay, so I want to take a picture of this one. Um, I don't know that that's how I'm going to work it, but that's. Sometimes I wonder about trying to do this some other way. Because I'm never going to get it put back exactly right. Thanks, Sharon. Okay, well, we know we're only going to work on one at a time. I took pictures of them, Dana. That doesn't always help. Because it never fails that I end up and I think what I'm going to do though is maybe do 2 brushes of Mod Podge stuff. I hope I have enough Mod Podge mixed up. Yeah, I do. Okay. Because I think if I do this, yeah, see, that's not going to work. Okay. All right, we're just going to... It's always only just an audition. We know that. It's just an audition. Okay, let's put that in there. Let's find my picture. Yeah, gluing the pieces together would have worked, except it just, there's too many pieces, I think. All right. It wanted to turn sideways. There we go. So, all right. So, and you have to put the pieces down in layers. It's just one of those things that it is. Just, you have to. Okay. So, now, one of the nice things about painty papers is that they don't curl as much as some things do. If they've already been painted on one side, they tend to lay flatter. Not all of them, but some of them. Is that chipboard covered or canvas board? It's a canvas board. I bought it Dollar Tree, Julie. I painted it a couple of weeks ago. They were white, but I painted it white because frankly the gesso they had on it wasn't really good. Okay, these have to go in next. Okay. And they're kind of up in here. Or further down, I think. There we go. My phone keeps going to sleep. Yeah, Julie, I knew I wouldn't have a use for the frame piece. It was a wooden board. Uh-oh, phone in Mod Podge, not good. And a wooden board. It was like a wooden frame. And I just knew I would not use that. It just was not going to get used. So to make it something I would use, I decided on doing it on covers. And I could have used some cardboard, but I thought these might make it a really neat kind of thing. I am just going to probably put blank paper. I might decorate some of the pages with some of my doodles. For the most part, though, I think I'm just going to put blank paper in it. Come on, where's the picture? Barbara's birthday. I keep missing everybody's birthdays. I just have not been paying attention very well. Sorry about that. Oh, shoot, that just doesn't want to stick down. And I did decide that on the back, I think I'm going to just put some jelly printed pages on the back. Okay. Okay, let's see how well it can. The 8th of August? Well, happy birthday. Yes, Brandon's birthday's the 29th. That's Thursday or Friday, I think. Let's see how we did. Not too bad. I'll take it. However, that right there is coming up. Which means I'm going to have to get the brush out again and get all these finger marks off. Okay. Oh. There we go. This is why it takes more than one coat of Mod Podge, though, because, you know, you end up with marks on it you don't want to be there. Yeah, a birthday buddy. How about that? Okay. Okay. Clean up and do the other one. You're listening? Oh, and I'm not talking very much, but that's okay. I'm going to have to get up and turn the fan on, though. It's off because I was making beads the other night. You can't have a fan on when you're making beads. I had to fold clothes earlier, Barbara, but I probably should have done another load, but that's okay. I'll do them tomorrow. I want to find out if Jeff wants to watch a movie tonight. We haven't watched a movie in a while. Anyways, our fall trip, we're going to go probably to Michigan and probably on the way up see some stuff in Kentucky. We're not going to get to do Wisconsin like I kind of wanted to. I think the boys are doing laundry. Well, she's talking about her husband and one son because I think the other one isn't doing laundry with at your house. I know that. Okay, so that's probably yucky. Okay, let's get this dry. Okay, let's get a drink. The next one's going to be harder to do. We'll see if we can glue some of it together. For some unknown reason, pictures wanted to disappear constantly, so I'm going to hope it stays together. The other one was doing laundry when he called Friday. Today he has a 12-hour duty to stand. Oh, how fun. Just what he wanted to do, I'm sure. Okay. I don't think that's going to work. I think we're gonna well, Andrea, I was going to say that, but I didn't. I was going to say it, but I didn't. Okay. Okay. Discover it turned it sideways and large allows me to access live chat and turn it back around. Huh. Okay. Yeah. I was gonna say when if you're watching on your phone or on iPad or something, tablet, it's always different. It's Your folks got bored. Okay. Well, hmm. I'm glad they got bored then. Right? We're glad they got bored. Any other time it wouldn't stick, but this time it did. And it wants to slide around. Put the paper. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that might have worked. Okay, what she's saying, guys, is if I had put the piece of paper on top, turned the whole mess over, I would have had the bottom pieces to come out first. That would probably work. Probably work nicely. Problem is my brain capable of figuring that out? That would be my question. Oh, Joyce. I'm sorry about that. Well, they keep changing things, and every time they change some piece of little software, you end up having to figure out what you're doing all over again. Okay. This one is kind of down in here. But almost over to the side. This one is up here. Is up there. Part of that, Lisa, is I don't know, because visually I see the colors too, so I don't know. It might have worked very well, but they'd have been upside down, so the back of the paper would have shown, and I might not have been able to figure that out. You know how that goes. Okay. Oh yeah. You know what, though? If I had thought about it, I could have put it on the board upside down and actually painted it with glue on the back. Hi, Kathy. Okay. But now all my pieces are all messed up, so now I have to figure this out. This one will be next. And my Mod Podge is drying really fast today, guys, for some reason. Okay. I rarely even take a picture, so this is probably should have just painted it down and let it go. Could have painted it from the top too. Guys, if you're just know, all of you, that you're all very loved by me. I love each and every one of you, and I'm glad you're here with me on Sundays and with Lisa on Thursdays when we can be together. I somehow messed this up a little. That's all right. It'll be okay. Even if I have to add another piece, it will be just fine. Okay. Okay. Mm-mm. Do you like my left-handed painting? Yeah, I'm not very good with my left hand either. It just seems to be what it's, you know. My finger seems to be working better than my brush today. And I can't really use a credit card on this because if I do, it's liable to scrape the paint right off. So but I do have finger marks on it now, so I'll have to go over it. Now, if you haven't, I don't think there's anybody here that hasn't been around. I don't use straight Mod Podge. I use a mixture of Mod Podge and glue. It is Elmer's Glue All, not school glue. When it dries, it doesn't have that same super sort of sticky consistency that Mod Podge seems to have where your pages stick together. So it seems to work better than straight Mod Podge, at least for me. So yeah, well, the more glue you use in one, it takes a little longer to dry, but it will even out the surface better. Elmer's School Glue is good for crackling. Jamie did an amazing project with Elmer's School Glue and the crackle. APG Jamie, guys, if you don't know her channel, it's awesome. That's where I think that I remember seeing the crackling with the school glue. Barbara's done laundrying and she's back. So, and my first for the back is almost dry from the looks of it. I'll show it to you in just a minute. I have one more thing I want to Mod Podge though, so then we'll do our little journal page. I find too, Andrea, that if you Mod Podge is designed as a collage medium so that when you put it on, it kind of levels out the surface. It is not perfect and it doesn't, doesn't work perfectly. When you add the glue, it takes a little more to do that. And it's not something I really care about in what I'm doing. But if you add several layers, it gives it a better protective quality. Plus, then you don't see the brush marks as bad. Oh, yes, thumbs are very important. I would appreciate them. Thank you. Okay. I think they look pretty good. No, that's my film. Okay, let's get it off the picture. There we go. Hi, Brittany. Yeah, but why did they make it sticky? I don't think it's supposed to be sticky, but it just seems like it is. I have never found any of it because I use the matte one. I use the matte one. It's still shiny and it's always sticky. So I don't know why that is. I'm going to do this other piece and then we'll do our, I just want to put a coat on this. I want to put a couple of coats on this so that I can advance with this project. I went through my basket of unfinished projects. Oh my, do I have a lot of them. Okay. Okay. And my thought on this is that I'm gonna turn this into a cover. I think what I'm gonna do, I have some fabric that Lisa and I painted way back in the day. And I'm thinking that I might get a piece of it out, cut it bigger than this, and then jelly plate it so the inside of this cover is jelly plated. Because I think that would be fun. I really do think that would be fun. So this will need a couple of coats too. Obviously. But there we go. I used to map one too and found that the same thing. Yeah, I have never been able to put two Mod Podge papers together and not have them go stick. And when I started using the glue in it, that just kind of, they still can stick a little bit, especially in our humidity, but nothing like straight Mod Podge does. And I didn't think that up, guys, just so you know. It was not me who thought it up. Susan Gerald. She's from up around Huntsville, I think. Birmingham, Huntsville. She mentioned putting some glue in it to help it be less sticky. And it just took me a while to find the right balance, the half and half thing, to make it the way I wanted it. And honestly, Jeffrey bought me a gallon of the Elmer's glue all at, did we get it at Home Depot or at Lowe's? Because not every place has it. That's just the way it is. Not every place has it. Yes, it does show off. Yeah, it was Susan who originally gave me that idea to put the glue in it. She said that she was putting glue in hers and it was making it less sticky. So I just worked and worked until I got a balance that worked. And I buy a huge thing of Mod Podge and a huge thing of glue. Now these are old Liquitex bottles. I don't like matte medium. I don't like it on my hands. That's the problem with it. Lisa got hers at Home Depot, and I think that's where Jeff got mine, was at Home Depot. But I do half here and half here, but then I add probably a tablespoon or so of water. The thing is that because I use those gallon jugs, they get a little thicker over time. So what I do is I put it in here and then I have to water it to make it, yeah, half and half with a tiny bit of water. And it depends on how thick your glue and how thick your Mod Podge is. If you're using a small bottle of glue and a small bottle of Mod Podge and you use it all up, then you're not going to end up with that thickness. So make this so that it spreads. And actually, that was just a little thick today. It probably, but I'm getting down. I need to make a new bottle, and this is probably getting thick. And I just want to show you, it's not dry, ready for me to cover again, but look how pretty it came out. I'm pleased. I'll probably put black all around the edges with an ink pad, but not right now. Let's do a little journal page like I did on this. See how I went around the edges with the black ink? It's warm here, Julie. It's very warm. So, yeah. Okay. We got to have some junk, though, because I don't have any junk. Either that I could use some of my purdies. I could use some purdies on a page, couldn't I? Junk. What have I got? Let's take something out of my little trashy bin. Okay, Barbara's going to stitch something. And I'm going to find some trash. For some reason, I'm liking this. And I might actually use one of my little pieces. That's kind of cool. Don't know what I'm using yet. Just getting in here and pulling out some stuff. That looks kind of like a... I have a stamp set with one that is group of crosses in it. Not trash treasures. No, it's treasures. It's... Julie calls it the extras. Your crosses on there remind me of it. These? I'm not sure what Julie's talking about. I'm thinking this kind of looks, what do I want to call it? Yes. Okay. Yes. There's several stamps like that. I actually think, did I? Those are not it. I was thinking I did a stamp like that. I did a stamp like this. I'm looking, guys, but I'm not finding. Let's see here. He said I need to carve stamps again. That's one of the things we need to do. But I have so many that, I never use. Let's see. I thought I did one like that. Didn't I, Lisa? I was thinking I did. You know what? That's a fun stamp. Maybe we should use that in conjunction with something today. Just since I haven't. I have enough erasers. We could do Carve December again. Because I should be back for December. I don't think we'll stay gone for December. Okay, there is not one. So I guess that's one I need to carve, right? Because, you know, I do that a lot. Yeah, I don't see one. So I must not have done one. Because they're all right here. At least I thought they were. So, anyway. Anyhow, let's put these back a little bit. Let's kind of try to put them back, but the drawer's all messed up now, so you know they're not going back in there. Hi, Sherry. Oh, that's a Bow Bunny set. Yeah. Tim Holtz has a set like that too, though. I can't tell you which one it is, but there's some Tim Holtz stamps that have that kind of a thing going on with them. Yeah, it's got little crosses just like these. It's got, now I made those with a pin. It's got a funky circle in it. It's got a bunch of like mixed media kind of mark making things. It's kind of cool. I don't think I have it. It was one that I thought, you know, it doesn't take me that much to make those marks myself. That is why I haven't gotten it. Sometimes the marks are something that are more difficult for me to make. So I'm more willing to, well, let's look at those, to spend the money on a stamp. But for the most part, some of those marks are just so easy to make yourself. It's kind of like, am I going to get out my stamp pad to do that? Okay, let's go with this and see what happens. I don't know what I'm going to do just yet, but and I hate to do this, but I'm going to have to excuse myself for a minute. Oh, I love this page. I'll be right back, guys, okay? Sorry about that, guys. Lisa's Fussy Cutting Magazine Images. I need to do a fussy cut round because I want to finish. I'll show them to you. I want to finish a couple of things, and I think I'm kind of down on little images. I have a couple of, I started a couple of glue books. You guys remember when I started these? Well, I really, really, really want to finish them. And I think I need a few more images to finish them. I need to do some more fussy cutting of baby tiny images. So Julie Parker, a lot of the temples are background marks, various sizes and types like hash marks, condensation rings. Yeah. Anyways, that's one of those things in my let's get this finished box. So I'm going to see what I can do about that. Okay, let's find us a page that I never seem to get Christmas cards made. They kind of have to end up being what do I want to say? They end up being just a minute. I'll think. I have to buy store-bought ones. They just don't end up. I kind of like that. That's kind of cool. But do I want to put this down the middle of this? Do I want to put this and then maybe put this on there? Maybe. Okay. We're going to play with it anyways. Sharon's making postcards for swap. You know, I should do more of that too. I don't know. Just doesn't get done. And if I commit to something, I want to be able to do it. And lately it's been like I can't seem to get things done. So it's like, okay. And just as soon as I commit to something, then Mom will be sick or something and I can't do it. So life, don't be too impressed, dear. I'm not super happy with the design quite yet. Well, you know, but you're working on them and it's not Christmas yet. So do you know I have one sister that she always sends her Christmas cards as New Year's cards. She sends New Year's cards, not Christmas cards. That's just what she does. She's always done that, or at least has for a long time. And that's not Alaska Lisa. It's Stephanie that does that. Okay, I think we can accomplish that. Hi, Adria. Hello. One of the things I found out when I made these stamps is these long stamps are hard to stamp. They're hard to get enough ink on. Even if I use the big pad that Lisa sent me. Okay. That would be Steph, since I never see to get cards that accepted Mom. Yeah, but you know, it's Mom that needs the cards. It's Mom that needs the mail. So that's okay. Oh yeah, that's okay. Now, if I put this in there, what do I want to do? Okay. Let's find a piece of scrap paper. Scrap paper. It's rain. Oh, I would love it if it would rain. We've had almost no rain in weeks and weeks and weeks, which is not our normal. Oh, and he's driving. That's not good, Dana. Over 100 and yeah, that's been how it's been here, Lisa. It's just super hot and so dry. I put some plants in yesterday, but they won't survive if we don't water them almost every day. Okay, so I'm going to put this right here. Yep, I like that. Okay. I think I took my glue to the other side of the room. I remembered to get my scissors, but I forgot the glue. Be right back. Yep, that's where it was. The little red heart was in the way. Well, I hope he isn't in too much torrential downpour to drive. That's around here, it can rain hard enough that it makes it hard to drive. But then you'll drive right out of it. Of course, here it can rain in the front yard and not in the backyard, or in the backyard and not in the front yard. And usually it rains every afternoon, but we have had nothing. I mean, nothing. We're in Pensacola, Dana. Did you not realize that? I mean, that's our address. Technically we don't live in the city. We live in the county, but we're just a few miles from the Alabama line to the west, and about I don't know, maybe 30 miles now, probably a little more than that, to the Alabama line to the north. I don't remember exactly how far we are from the. Look, this was on my table upside down. Must have fell out of the treasure box. We used to do a letter too. Oh, you couldn't remember? Yeah. I just wish it would rain here. I just really. Okay, it started out to be something like a planet, or, celestial, but that's not what happened. It grew into something organic. We're going up to Samson, Alabama this weekend. Samson. Oh, I wonder where that's at. Thanks, Lisa. I have to look it up. I don't know where that's at. That's A. SAMSO. Samson, Alabama. Well, I lost it. Oh, up towards Enterprise and over from Crestview. We used to live in Crestview. We're actually going up close to Dothan in a week or two. We're just going to camp for 4 or 5 days. Yeah, at least I kind of like it. I was going to put this on too as a border. As I'm thinking I might. Just because it kind of looks all like gardeny. Don't know. Don't really think I like that. Of course I do like it. For some reason I like it. And not have holidays in the last half of this year so you can have 4 weeks off in May. Ooh, what are you going to do in May? That sounds like fun. Okay. Ooh, I kind of like it that way. I like it that way better. It does. Okay, well, that's what we're going to do. We're going to put it on there. Scott's family reunion. Oh, that's fun. So is he going to come back from Georgia and then you go together, or are you going to drive up there by yourself? Dana. John will plan something. Ah, okay. Thanks, Barbara. The nice thing about working for yourself is that you can take off for 2 months and nobody seems to know, just your bank account. So, okay. I don't think I like the orange one. Did he mention Tasmania? But I'm not sure if we can afford that. Ooh, he will come home first. Jeff said he didn't know why we were going to go out in September when we were going to go right back out at the end of September. And I said, because we need to use this monster a lot more than we had been using the other one. I need another something in there, but I'm not liking the ones I have made. So I'm going to look to see what I have. That I can maybe punch something out of or cut something out of. Of course. There we go. It needs a fish. It needs a fish. Okay. I'll see what I can do. It needs a fish. A fish. Boy, you guys are. You're gonna make it hard on me, aren't you? I know you're gonna make it hard on me. You think. Ha ha ha. Guess what? Okay. Plants look like underwater seaweed. What does an RV space cost these days, Tanya? Depends on where you stay. Anywhere from nothing to $160 to $230 a night. We do not stay in those places, just FYI. We're fully self-contained, so we don't have to have any hookups or anything. And we don't like to stay in fancy resorts, so we usually don't do those kind. I think the most expensive place we've ever stayed was like $88 a night, and that was because the state park that we wanted to stay in was underwater. The usual cost is for us is usually between $12 and $45 to $50 a night. And needless to say, we try to stay at the $12 ones more often than not. But yeah, the resorts. Okay, South Florida, easy. Now, when we were living in our RV, before we got in our wreck, I think our site was like just under $500 a month plus electricity, but our water, cable, Wi-Fi, sewer was all, and trash was all covered. Just the electricity was an extra charge. Of course, you guys know I took my black pens to the other side of the room too. So, okay, I need a pencil. But we also mooch camp some too. I've already contacted a friend from high school for our Michigan trip. He owns 10 acres in northern Michigan. Yes, it can. But if you look at what a hotel room costs, you know, people go like that. But one, I don't have to eat out. We do eat out some, but we can have breakfast, lunch, and dinner for the same price as we eat at home. Two, I use my own bed and my own pillows and my own sheets, so I don't risk bed bugs, which is very, common in hotels these days. My cousin actually got into them last Christmas. I get to use my own bathroom. Yes, we have solar. We have solar. We have generator. Um, so we have both things. This rig does not have as much solar as the last one did. We put 1,200 watts of solar on the last one. We haven't quite got there with this one yet. We haven't had it very long. So, okay, I'll see. Okay. But yeah, this one came equipped with 600 watts of solar. Sorry, I'm concentrating, so I forgot. I haven't looked at the chat. So give me just a minute, and I'll look up in there and I get in a second. Barbara's already done. Yay! But we also have an 8,000 kW generator. So, we can run our air conditioners off the generator. Solar power won't run the air conditioners. Not with what we've got. I want to travel when Scott retires. We have totally enjoyed the last 5 years. Our other rig was, it was good to us. We had a lot of issues with a slide. But I can't tell you that we didn't go places. I mean, we usually take 2 big trips a year, long trips. The thing is it wasn't strong enough. We tow a Jeep that has been modified. It's not a standard Jeep. So towing it weighs almost 5,000 pounds. We were at our max capacity with the other rig. And I will tell you, driving this one is just so much nicer. It just riding in it is so much nicer. We don't get blown all over the road the same way. And it's not little, it's big. We talked about a fifth wheel when we first started. I have a big pickup truck, but it wasn't going to be big enough pickup truck. It's not about pulling things down the road. It's about stopping them. It's always about stopping them. But the Jeep we just got a Jeep. Jeff's Jeep has been lifted, axle changed out, bigger tires, skid plates underneath. We take it off-road all the time. Was it last year? Last year we were in Maine. When we were in Maine a year ago, we took it to the top of a mountain up a rocky trail. And I didn't realize you were so far out. There we go. And we have a good time with it. We really do. Okay, I really kind of like that over there. Okay. All right, is my fish good enough, guys? Anyways, we've done a whole bunch of traveling and taken that Jeep on so many trips. Did you carve your little vine stamp? Yes. It's one we carved in Carved December. It was a big old eraser from Dollar Tree, and I cut it in half. You know, it was one of those that's like that from Dollar Tree. I haven't looked for more erasers because I have so many. I don't know what they have these days. These erasers like this, they have multiple different kinds very often, and I think they had some rectangular ones lately. And these are actually really nice to carve. This white, and they stamp real well. Those big long ones that I carved were not as, they don't stamp as nice. Thanks, Barbara. This needs some words, so I'm going to look for some words. I don't know what I'm going to use yet, but something. I wish that wasn't so big. It says, he can who thinks he can, and he can't who thinks he can't. This is an inexorable. Oh boy, that word. Okay, guys, I can't pronounce it. Inexorable, I think. Indisputable law. I think that's an Einstein quote. Well, you know, you took it home. Okay, I like this one. Life is like a garden. Okay, this is just an underwater garden. It gives you a few things, and you make them what you can. I kind of like that. Let's see what else it says. Sunday was made for flowers. I think I like this one. Life is like a garden. It gives you a few things, and you make of them what you can. I think I like that. Let's. Okay, let's cut that out. Okay. Yep, even underwater gardens. Yep, that's what I was thinking. It looks like an underwater garden. It started out to be kind of a garden. How do I want to cut that out though? You know, it might be fun to use those fancy scissors I never use because of this scallop and that scallop. Let's see what I got. It would help if I could close the drawer. Uh-oh, something crashed while I was gone. I don't know what. It's not like I don't have enough of these. Let's see what one I think would work good. I want a little tiny scallop is what I want, but I don't know if I have a little tiny scallop. that looks perfect. We'll see. I have to see if it'll work. Let's put this on the floor so I don't dump them over. A junk journal and a glue book. Okay. You know how this has multiple different kinds of paper and pages. Now, technically, this is sort of an art journal because I make little collage art journal pages, right? Okay. Usually made from junk mail, junk pages, old books, recycled, like Barbara says. Okay. Then, uh-oh. Wait a minute. I have to find my blue flower because without my blue flower, I'm going to be happy. Okay. Then, okay, and this one is a junk journal. My glasses keep falling down. Look at all the weird pages I put in this one. Okay. This book is itty bitty tiny pages. See my hand? See how tiny that is? Look at this one, how tiny it is. Okay, but this is a junk journal. It's made from, wait a minute. Did I use a soap box, guys? No, that doesn't look like a soap box. I can't remember. I used a box. Some kind of little tiny box. Okay, so this is a junk journal, but I'm kind of doing art journal pages in it. Okay. Okay. These are glue books, these two. This one, when I do the pages, I do a painted background and then I glue pictures in it, mostly from magazines. Okay, a lot of people, see, this is the one I forgot and didn't look at my book, and it's upside down. Okay. You can do a glue book with a theme. Some people do. My theme on this one was to do the pages where there was paint in the background, and I didn't cover up all the paper, and it has no rhyme or reason to the pages, but I'm gluing pictures in. Does that make sense? Okay. And guys, if I don't explain this right, you got to help me. This glue book is a little different in that when I glue stuff down, I cover the entire page. Okay? But it's little because I didn't want to work huge. Made from things you would normally throw out or pamphlets, etc. Yeah, that's a junk journal. Now this one, being a glue book, I'm gluing, and this, I'm, again, mostly, this is from a card, but mostly magazine paper. I usually do, this was a piece of jelly print. I usually put words on this. Okay, see, and that's glued down. This is, so this one I'm gluing, I'm covering up the whole page. So that sort of explains the difference, because granted, I'm gluing stuff down on this one. This is a junk journal, which I'm using as an art journal, pages kind of thing. Guys, am I doing this good? Okay, okay. Lisa's thinking that she's kind of getting it. Okay, well, that's what matters. Let me show you something else, because it's in my Sunday box. Let me pick this up and put it somewhere. Okay. This, let me back out. This is something some people call a desk journal. And it's where you stick down, paint off, anything that's left on your desk at the end of the day. Okay, it's in my Sunday box, but I don't think I'll ever do much more with it because I don't like it. Okay, it doesn't make me happy. Okay, that may be from before I got my glue mixture right down. Okay, so this is just leftover stuff that might have been on my desk. Okay. Leftover paint, leftover stuff. I don't like it. I don't like working this way. Also, the one Texas Lisa's gluing images to, yes. Okay. Texas Lisa has a book. Okay, with big old wonderful, fabulous images in it. And then she's collaging other images into it. And it did it again. Uh-oh. Kicked her off. Oh. And so she's had these nice images in there. And then she's adding other little smaller images that she's cut out in these collages that are, and that's a glue book too. Then there's this thing where, like my little journal, like this one, it's a junk journal, but I'm using it to create art journal pages on. You can, this is something I started and I haven't gotten very far in it. This is, okay. I'm not really glue booking anything in here. I painted all the pages. I haven't really worked on this very much. I probably only have a couple of things done in it. I'll see if I can find another one. And it's more of an art journal than, it's not a junk journal because it's made out of a book of itself. It's not really a glue book, but so, you know, I would call that a doodle book. Yes, it depends. I have some ideas for some other stuff for it though, Julie, and I really don't like this. These 2 pages are going to get painted over. Just, did you doodle that big flower? The big one back here? Yeah. Just a minute. Let me find it. Where'd it go? Lost it. It's gone. If you glue book into something, and if you art journal where you're not using things that are flat, like paint, you really, and see here, some of this paint is stuck together. You really need to, oh, look at this one. Okay, I don't know whether that's gluing a glue book page or just what, because I did collage on it. Don't really like it. Might have to have some other stuff done to it. I'm finding the big flower, Lisa. I've just lost it. There we go. Yes, I doodled that. Yes, the dragonflies are stamps. This was the book you painted to take with you on the road, to something to doodle in while I was traveling, and that doesn't happen. I'm usually too tired in the evening. I get my postcard done and I'm done. These are big flowers I doodled. The dragonfly is a stamp which I stamped on tissue paper and then Mod Podge down. Yeah, some of the metallic paints are sticky, Julie. Let me see if I can find another one, but it's the metallic paints that got sticky. See this one? It's kind of got shiny, sticky paint. So what will happen is when I do something on those pages, I will have to Mod Podge over them so that they don't stick together. See, I even tore that one. And Barbara's right. I painted this whole book on Sundays. I got all the paint on it, and I will tell you, I really like composition paper. When you put paint on both sides of the page, it's really nice paper. Now, this one was made in Brazil. I will tell you another thing. Don't ask me why, but I've been watching other artists made in Brazil, Vietnam, and India. These composition books, when it says that, for some unknown reason, the paper's nicer than the ones made in the USA. Got to be what trees they're coming from. So I don't know. But I did all of this paint, and then I was going to work on this as a project while I was gone, and it just didn't happen. I have several projects where I made art journals that had specific projects in them. Okay, so like, they're too high for me to reach. That's one of the things I want to change in here, is to put my journals down where I can get to them when I want to show them to you. But I did a couple of projects where I took a theme, or I took some very specific elements, and I repeated those elements multiple times to create pages, and then I put them into a book, and I consider that an art journal. You look forward to seeing me doodle more in it? Well, I might. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Okay, I was going to test this. We don't want to cut without testing. Yeah, that'll work. Before I go into that one too much, I really want to finish up some of the little ones. The glue books and the itty bitty pages. That was not good. Okay. I tried to do it a second time and it didn't work. That's those big color pages. It's begging for my big floral doodles. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do just yet. I've thought about just taking the whole book apart and using those papers to do something with, but I painted on both sides of the pages. Doesn't really matter, but I just haven't made up my mind what I'm going to do with it now, because it's just one of those things. I don't know that I'm going to sit and doodle in that one completely. I like these elements to use on other things more than I like doing whole pages. Does that make sense? Now, I would have lots and lots of already painted paper to do my to make more doodle flowers that I could cut out, which would be fun too. That's something I could do with it. Make more of these, more ephemeras. I have little tiny pieces of paper on there. Okay, so right there, so I can cover. And I have made a decision that if I don't like it, I'm not gonna worry about finishing it. It's just, it is not worth my fussing with. Lisa and I did. I think I actually have it in here. I can show it to you. Let me finish this page, and I'll pull it out. Okay, I think we want to edge this with black because of the stamping in black. Okay. Images to color in later, but later never came. And see, that's I've got some of that. That's not something though that I won't pick up and do. I actually have some of that in my Sunday box. I went through my Sunday box yesterday so that, because I realized I'm not getting things accomplished quite the way I want to. There. Okay. I like it. Now then, we got to date it, and then I can put it up and show you the other things I wanted to show you. This is August 25th. Okay. August 25th, 2024. Okay. I like how it came out. Yep. Thanks, guys. Okay, so let me see. Where's the stuff I want to show you? Okay. Okay. Like this. Thanks, guys. Let me back out here. Okay, Lisa and I started this project. It was supposed to be a black and white journal. Okay. We never finished it. Okay. Why did we never finish it? Because neither one of us liked it. It's not that I dislike these pages. It's too big. It's too something. It doesn't make me happy. Don't know exactly why, but it doesn't. This is when I screwed up. Anyways, I've made my mind up that I'm going to do some stuff with these where I turn them into some journal covers. I'm probably going to cut them in half, like so. Figure out how I'm going to work them. This one, the journal could go this way. This one, the journal will go probably this way because these butterflies fly the wrong direction. So, and this, this one needs something else, but I'm not going to finish it as a black and white journal. I don't like it. It wasn't. So by creating something altogether different, this one will be easy to take, and probably this will be the front. That one will be the back. So, I'm quite sure I can figure out how to use these in something other than what we plan to do with them. So that is, I'm not going to pitch it. I'm not going to throw it out. But yeah, it's something I'm not going to keep. This, talked about this a few minutes ago. I've thought about just pitching it and throwing it away. But every time I do, I think, okay, I need to keep it so I can every once in a while tell y'all that there's stuff I don't like and I don't finish, because I'm probably never going to do a thing with this. Not anything at all that will I do with this. The pages that are glued on, like this paper stuff, I don't find enough interest in it to want to do anything with it. So it's probably just going to stay in my thing so that I can say, yep, sometimes it sucks and you just want to pitch it out. Just pitch it out. Yeah, I want to do some neutral color stuff here soon. It's on one of my agenda pages. But you know, I do have like three books I need to bind in my Sunday stuff. This is, let's see, this is from 2021. This is my index card a day project. And this is in a playlist. If you want to see doodles, there's a ton of doodling in my index card a day playlist. I don't remember how many days is it. Somebody else has done it. Is it 100 days? So, you know, that would mean there's 100 of these. And I hadn't decided what I was going to do with them. Honestly, hadn't. But I think I'm going to bind them into a book. Neutral colors, and I'll tell you that it's more than brown shades too. Yes. Yeah. Rust, brown, black. Life is too short to keep pushing yourself to finish something you are not enjoying in your art. That's okay. That is okay. That is so perfect. I agree so wholeheartedly, Lisa. So, anyways, I've got 3 books to bind in this pile. You know. But today I think I'm going to doodle some more. I did get a new red marker. Soft pink and soft green. Yeah, the pastels kind of colors, that kind of thing. Okay, I need to clean up just a little bit because right this minute I got too much stuff on my table. Need to put these back in my treasure box. Basket. It's really a basket. I started Art Journal August following along with Shanuka Arts and did like 2 or 3 of them and stopped because it just what I was into. Yeah. You know, sometimes, and the other thing is you need to pick a project. I haven't done any big long projects in a while. I don't have time to commit to them. Those 100-day projects or the index card a day projects, they just I love doing them. Don't get me wrong, I love doing them, but they involve a lot of work and a time commitment that even though if you do something, I tried to do something very simple that was not going to be overly difficult, and it was hard to do. It was just very hard to do. Okay, I have a problem. I can't get my box open. How do I open this box? That's weird. Well, maybe we can open the bottom. had this box open. Oh, there it is. Yeah, the projects, I agree with Lisa. The project should not be the boss. That is, yeah, so true. Okay, I went and got this dark red markers to do this project. We are going to hope that it is going to be the red I wanted, because I can't commit myself to a whole month of doing something every day because I know I won't stick to it, and I can't do anything after I've been at work all day. Yeah, well, and see, now we're taking these long trips, and yeah, just doing, they're fun and I enjoy them. Just doing my postcard every day for Mom, it's sometimes hard. That's just oh, I think this is going to be more what I want. We'll hope so. It's still not the red I wanted, but it will work. It will make me happy. Let's put it that way. This is kind of bricky red. Even though it just says dark red, not brick red, it's kind of brick. It's way closer to what I wanted. Okay. Just a minute. Come on. Focus. It's very dark, but that's okay. That will make me happy. Yeah, much better color for the black and white. This is, and it's even, this is very dark. It's very brick-like, if you ask me. And there is no, this is the regular red. This pinky, and if both of them weren't the same color, I would have said it was that particular marker. But the regular red is just very pinky. So just be forewarned. I think let me explain something to you. I think the what do I want to call it? Haul video that I got these in is next week. Friday. It's next Friday. Went to Joann's to get the dark red markers. I wanted two markers. This one and this little one. They call it dark red, is what it's called. It's just called dark red. I went online, and this one marker was $10. Okay, one marker. They didn't have it at Joann's by itself. If they had, I'd have just used my coupon and bought one marker. Didn't have it. They had the little one. They just didn't have the big one. And I didn't find the little one. Oh, I'm sorry that video is pulsing. I should have undone this. Okay. They had the little one, but no big one. I would have had to order it, wait for it. It was $10. I had a coupon. Basically, I paid for two markers out of this box. Okay. The small ones are $4 at Joann's. The bigger ones are like $8. Online, it was $10. This box cost me what was $17 when I used my coupon. Okay. It has 8 markers in it. It has one called Ruby Red, which, if you ask me, it's kind of brown, I think. Is this the Ruby Red? Yes. Let's see what color it is. It looks like it's brown. At least the dark red cap looks dark red. Anyways, because I was paying less for two, went ahead and bought the box. That's what I'm trying to get at. Getting the Sharpie paint pen set. Julie, when you get those, I'd like to know what you think of them, because I thought about it, but I part of it is they don't come in just black and white, and that's what I. Dang it! Shoot. Ruby red is probably the one I like best. No, it's still kind of brown. It's kind of brown. Just a minute. Come on, focus. I don't know. The ruby red might be the one I want. No, I think I'm going to use the dark red. I think the ruby red is kind of... See how the cap is really brown? It's got more of a rusty color to it, the ruby red. Anyways, it has... This box had very neutral fall type colors, so I'd hoped maybe I'd find a way to use them. I like them, Julie. Wish I had a larger set. Mariah likes them. She said you don't have to prime them either. Well, you know, I have some old style Sharpie paint pens, and I didn't like them. But that's the old style. I'm hoping that the new style is different and y'all will like them a lot. But okay, so the first thing we got to do is cover up this mess I made, and we're going to have to change glasses. With the other pen. Fair warning, when you use these Posca pens over the top of Mod Podge, which is what I'm doing, they take a few minutes to dry. So don't lay your hand in it, because it won't be dry and you'll be making a mess of your project. And I don't know why I got these so wide, unless I was thinking about what I was going to put over them. Because I haven't decided if I'm going to put black. I may put black marks over the top of them. They call them Sharpie created markers. Yes, and see, so there's probably a big difference. Okay, guys, it kind of looks black to y'all, but on this, at least on my screen, it looks kind of black. But it's way better red than the other one was. It's still brick-like, but I like it better. No, you don't, Julie, and they aren't too badly priced. Never had a Posca though, so too expensive. Oh, I will tell you though that the Posca pens last a long time. That is one of my one of the things I found that was very pleasant. That they stay good for a long time. It's hard to wear one out. I have, but it's hard to do that. I had too much junk on my table though. I can't move my project around the way I need to. And the Posca's write over things sometimes that other pens don't. So that would be another question I would ask is, let's see, but the one I have is a brush tip. Well, and I have thought about brush tips for certain things, especially after Lisa used that wonderful ink pen the other day. And I have a couple of projects I want to use a brush pen on, so I'll be looking at that. But I don't know that I would use a brush pen enough to want a set of brush pens. Well, we'll see, because I actually have some watercolor brushes that are already full. I'm going to use kind of like pens on my project, but we'll see. That black one that Lisa's got, the refillable one, is really interesting to me. I think that would be really fun to have, but I would want to know, Julie, how well they went over things like Mod Podge or magazine pages, you know, stuff like that, because like the Sharpie alcohol markers can lift your color on a colored piece of paper sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes. And I'm going to have to look at this, whether I put white marks in the red or whether I put black marks in the red. But I'm thinking that it might be white now after I look at this red. Partially because it's darker than I kind of thought I wanted. Sharpie oil medium tips. Time is it, guys? Okay. Can't see. I had to switch glasses so I could do this, and now I can't see. All right. All right. So. I also, Barbara, made these to work on while I was gone. Yep. Don't you remember? I put all of these together so that I could doodle on them while we were gone. Didn't happen. Over Mod Podge and shiny paper, yeah. But that's one of the reasons why I haven't tried those Sharpie markers, is because they come in colors and I don't usually use colors. These red ones are the first Poscas that I bought in colors, because I have other paint pens in colors and just didn't use them. So this is the boring part of doodling, is getting all of the line work done around everything. And in the last one I did, I doodled around things in the little on the papers with a smaller pen. It came out real cool. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with this one, whether I want to do that or not. They work on plastic Ziplocs. Oh, that would be cool. That's yeah, that's some. Oh, see, I just about did it. I just about put my hand right in there. And my plastic glue bottles. Tanya, look up Sharpie oil paint pens. Okay, I'll have to later. Doodling is more of a meditative practice than a spectator practice. I love doodling. Sometimes I love to watch doodling. Well, and for Andrea, I should put it down where you can hear make the audio so that she could hear it. I think it's Andrea that taught me about ASMR. I think it was Andrea. If Andrea's still here, she can answer that for me. I had to look it up after she talked about it. But I should make it so she could hear my pen marks, as my pen goes, I can hear it. But I seriously doubt y'all can hear it. Five colors for $24.99. Honestly, that doesn't sound real inexpensive. This box of Poscas, the regular price was right around $30. And there's 8 in there. 9. 8. There's 8 in there. And they have some really pretty color packages besides having like primaries and stuff like that. If I used a lot of colors, there was a jewel tone package that was gorgeous. And there again, I used a coupon to get it. I don't know what they are online. I had just looked up. I had thought I would save myself a trip from going to Joann's, honestly. But then we had to go to that funeral viewing, so Jeff took me by there on the way home. That's the Australian prices. Well, and it won't be it. You like you said, Julie. It won't be that for us. I'm sure. But then Sherry's in Canada too, so and her prices are higher than ours. So I don't know what they are. I would just get a white one. Yeah, and that's the thing is that the first thing I would try is a white one because white pens are the hardest to get good ones. They're just very difficult to get a good one. Okay, I'm liking this. There is no way you can see the proper color, but the red is really working, and I'm probably gonna think about putting white on it. Let's see what happens. Let's do some. Let's do a. Let those get dry, and we'll try black on one and white on the other. And I just don't know if I want that much red on here. So I'm thinking maybe I won't do the inside pieces of this. I might put some little dots or something in it, but not like I did on the last one. Sharpie oil-based paint markers are $13.50 for 5. Yeah, so that does make them considerably less than the Posca pens. Um, so, but the new craft markers are not oil-based. They're acrylic, I thought. I thought the new Sharpie craft markers were acrylic. Like these. These are acrylic paint. And the oil-based ones, Texas Lisa, if she's there, she will know because smells get her. Have you had any of those oil-based markers, Lisa? Because I know um, she has a real hard time with smells. But I'm not seeing as many different colors. Yeah, see, that's it. The Posca pens have a lot of colors. And the oil-based ones are on the Sharpies are probably pretty smelly. I wouldn't know. I haven't had any. No, I have avoided them because of hearing that they smell. Yeah. I would assume an oil-based marker would have a smell. But you know what they say about making assumptions. Different prices in Canada, but she likes them. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Um, that's the thing. You have to decide what you do like because, it's just like, um, okay, I have watercolor paints, but I'm perfectly content with cheap ones because the Crayolas are some of my favorites. It's all in how you use something. But I do know that for most people, there is a quality thing about watercolor paint that doesn't that I don't care about. They don't smell as strong as the markers do. Yeah. Yeah, their markers are stinky. Okay. All right. I want to see. Need a place to put that. I want to put black on here and I want to put white on there. So I need this white pen. Am I as close as I can get? I don't know. I think so. Yep. I'm as close as I can get. Oh yeah, I kind of like the white on the red. It's kind of. And this isn't a really tiny pen. My really tiny pen is over by my desk. So we'll just. I like the black too, but I think I like the white. The red does not seem to be opaque like the black. I don't think it is as opaque. But then we're putting it over some seriously black and white. It's very contrasty. If it was on something that was less contrasty, it would be more opaque. I don't know. I'll have to look at it and decide if I have to go over the whole thing. But I think if I add some white on top of it, I think it'll be all right. But you're right. It is not as opaque. Are the other colors? Because I don't have a bunch of colors. And it's a brand new pen. I got to put that back in the box before I screw it. Could I have not gotten it mixed up as well as I should have? That might be part of it too. I think the white would look great on the top of the red. Yeah, see here? The white just pings. Just come on, focus. Focus. What is it? Dee Dee says focus freak, or who is that that says that? Has a sign. Is it Janet? I took the focus off. Just yeah. Oh. I like the white. So I think that's what's going to happen is when I doodle on top of this, I will put white, and I think that will send the stuff that's not that it's not covering to the background. I'll have to wait and see, but I think it'll make it okay. Anyways, guys, it's after 4, and I'm sure Anne is coming on soon. I need to find a envelopey thing for those. So I think I'm going to go. I should show you my covers. Just a minute. Let me get my covers because they dried up really pretty. I also didn't pick up the other color with them. Okay. Shoot, I'm too close. Okay, I have to tell you that the white on this one is not strong enough. I'm going to go in as soon as I'm sure this is dry, and I'm going to need to leave it like 24 hours. I'm going to go back over the doodling in these two pieces uh, with my white pen because I don't like how they don't stand out. See how these all stand out real well? These two pieces are, and I think it's just the paper that it's on. But anyways, I'll doodle over the top of it. But this is going to be the front and the back cover. Yeah, I think it really needs to be touched up a little bit, which is no big deal. It's not hard for me to do that. It just means, another step. So, okay, guys, I am going to go. I will, just a minute. Next Sunday, yes, I'll see you next Sunday. Um, I can't do Thursday. Again, we've got stuff going on. So I will see you then. Anyways, love you all. Have a great day. Have a wonderful week. Bye-bye.